over the chord itself. So what I'm going to do is put my middle finger on E this time. Instead of my pinky, I'm putting my middle finger on there. And I'm going to play 7. On the next string, I'm going to play 6, just like before. Only different fingers this time. And then what I'm going to do is play 9th fret of the 4th string as well. So I have 2 notes on that 4th string. If we listen, it's the same notes. It just looks different. So this one is really nice when I want to play over the top of this chord. And then what I can do is learn how to play to the right of this chord too. I'm going to put my first finger on the 7th fret, which is E. This time I'm going to play the 11th fret of that same string, which is 5th string, and then go to my middle finger on the 9th fret. So listen to all 3 of these. See that? Same notes, just a different escape route, if you will, to do other things, which is what we have to get to, but we're not there yet. Okay, I can use all 3 of these to escape to different places. This one's going to escape off to this side. This is going to play over the top. This one's going to escape off to this side. And the beauty of learning this is you can do this over any chord and on any string, which we'll talk about in the guitar course. I don't want to get way too far off in the weeds with this, but we talk about that in Fretboard Framework. But let's say, again, I wanted to play over A on the 6th string. I could find a 6-string bar chord, and I could, because there's A right there. So I could play to the left, same shape, pinky, 3rd, 1st, root 3rd, 5th, over the top, and to the right. Okay? Or if I wanted to play on the 5th string, like I just did. If I wanted to play on G, find G, play to the left, over the top. So what's cool about that is you now could play these 3 triad ideas over any chord, any major chord, certainly on the 6th string and the 5th string. And like I said, in Fretboard Framework, we'll go through all the strings and talk about this. But that's where I start, okay? Now, if I wanted to make this minor for any reason, a minor chord is very similar to a major chord like E major and E minor. You'll notice there's only one note that's different. And the note that's different is the 3rd. What happens when you want a minor or a sad sound, you have to take that major 3rd, that we're playing, 1, 3, 5, root 3rd, 5th that we talked about, and you have to lower it down 1 note. So if I was playing E, those 3 shapes of E, if I wanted minor, I'd have to take the middle note of each one of those and lower it down 1 fret. And you can hear, so instead of playing 7, 6, 4, I'm playing 7, 5, 4. Here, instead of playing 7, 6, 9, I'm playing 7, 5, 9. And in here, instead of playing 7, 11, 9, I'm playing 7, 10, 9. And we can hear that minor sound, okay? Now again, don't panic if you don't really know all of that kind of stuff, because we'll talk about all of that in the course, okay? But just think about it. If you wanted a minor chord, you're taking that middle note, which is the 3rd, and you're dropping it down 1 fret. If you know anything about your theory, what you're doing is you're taking your major 3rd, which is the distance from the 1st note to the 3rd note, and you're making it what we call a minor 3rd. So in this case, E to G sharp would be a major 3rd, E to G would be a minor 3rd. And if you don't know what that is, it's okay. All right? So you could do that anywhere on the fretboard. As long as you know what your root is, you can generate a major or a minor arpeggio off of that, any note you want on the fretboard. Okay? Just understanding that, the difference between the major and the minor. Okay? So now we're going to take a little bit of a different direction because I want to get you to these chords. So what I like to do oftentimes is I will make chords that are kind of in the same area of the fretboard. Because I always think of like E and D and A, or even if I did something like this, you know, E and D and A or something like that, they're kind of like moving around too much. Sometimes, not all the time. It depends on the situation. But if I've already got a guitar player that's playing this down here, let's say I'm playing with some other guitar player and they're playing these open chords, I have to think of something else. Like I'd like a different voicing to play maybe with them, so we're not both just playing the same chord shapes all the time. So what I do is I start building out this idea of arpeggios. So let's say, for instance, I took this E major right here, the one to the left, okay, right there, And then D major comes up, because that's the next chord of my sequence is E, D, A, E. Remember at the beginning I told you that backing track, which I'm going to play for you and hopefully give it to you, okay? But there's my E chord right there. So I want to find a D chord that's sitting in this same spot. Now, needless to say, I could play D by just moving down 2 frets, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to stay right here in this spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to D here with my middle finger and play over the top. You see that? So now I'm playing a D major arpeggio, root, 3rd, 5th. Over the top, where this one was going to the left, this one's going over the top, and they're both kind of sitting in that same spot right there. Now I have A coming up, so what do I want to do with A? Well, for now, let's do this. Let's just do the 6th string. We're going to go to the 6th string and play over the top, and now we're still in that same spot. There's E, so I'm playing 7, 6, 4 for E, and playing 5, 4, 7 over the top for D, and then I'm going to play 5, 4, 7 again for A, but I got to be on the 6th string this time. So they're all sitting right there. Now, it's not going to sound very exciting yet. We still got some building to do, but let me show you what we've got. So here's our backing track. E, D, A, E. Then it starts all over. E, D. Okay, so in a very basic way, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start utilizing those 3 arpeggios. So let's put that to this. Okay. Now it is by no means exciting, but what it is doing is making a musical melodic connection to those chords. All right? That are being played. Now let's expand this though. And again, this is we're going to get into this way more in the course, but let me expand it for you. And if you can watch this later, you can always come back to it and keep learning this. But what I'm going to do is take that octave of E major that I'm playing right now, and I'm going to play it another octave. So I'm playing the root, 3rd, 5th, and I'm going to play the next octave, which we learn in the course. So I'm going to play 5, 4, 7, which if you look at it, it looks like over the top. It's an over the top shape. So I'm playing a to the left shape that connects to an over the top shape. And again, I'm just playing those 3 notes in 2 octaves. Root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the D chord here, which is over the top. There's our 5th string bar chord sitting right there. So I'm going to connect to that. So I'm going to play root, 3rd, 5th over the top. And then on the 3rd string, I'm going to play 7, 7, and 5, which is actually to the left, but because of the tuning of the guitar, it looks a little bit different. And again, we get into that in the course, but that's what we're doing. So I'm playing over the top and then to the left. So the entire thing is 5, 4, 7, 7, 7, 5. And you'll notice it winds up looking a lot like the 5th string bar chord. And if you make that connection, that's great. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to make the A chord. Now, we've already played the root, 3rd, 5th. So what I'm going to do is on the next string, 7th fret, I'm going to play to the left, which in this case is going to look like 7, 6, 5. And if it looks a little different, again, it's explained in the course, but just follow me for now, and you can use your ear too. So I'm playing to the left, and then here, I have my last note, which is an A. 1 octave, or 2 octaves higher technically, but... If you want to play songs across the entire fretboard, or play solos over different styles of music that people will love because they sound great and look effortless, and ultimately have more fun playing guitar and have the confidence to jam with fellow musicians, then you're going to want to pay very close attention to this message. because you're about to discover a simple way to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sounds amazing and looks so effortless that people's jaws will drop because they can't believe how well you're playing, without spending hours of your time learning confusing music theory. My name is Steve Stein, and I'm a guitar player just like you. I've always known the fretboard was a big deal, but was kind of overwhelming. I've been teaching guitar since 1987, and I just turned 51. Maybe it's my age or something, but I never really got how some people can learn the fretboard by memorizing diagrams. And I've tried all kinds of stuff like I'm sure you have, and it sure has been frustrating. Like spending hours with my nose stuck in a book packed with hundreds of fretboard diagrams, or listening to someone who's practically speaking a different language trying to explain exactly what I need to know in a way that I understand it. After spending all that time and money, it never really clicked, and it felt like one critical piece of the puzzle was missing. Plus, I've never felt comfortable trusting that I understand or know how to do something without applying it in the real world. I thought there surely must be something easy that helps you to play songs and solos without having to worry about learning every chord and scale. That's when I dug through all my notes and discovered a shocking fact. You don't need to know every chord or how to play all the modes to play the most popular rock, pop, country, metal, or blues songs. You don't need to know how to thread all the scales together to play solos. I realized that you just really need to know triads. A triad is 3 notes that make up prime chords like major, minor, and diminished. When you can see those 3 types of triads on your fretboard, you'll play songs faster than ever before. And you can easily combine them to create solos. Triads are kind of like landmarks on a map. I use them to get from point A to point B on the fretboard, and I know when I play them, they'll sound great because they're part of the chord and work in any key. When I learned triads, my guitar playing improved tremendously because I always knew where to go. I never got lost and wasn't playing the same old scales over and over again. After a while, I started sharing this with some of my private students. They started getting results too. So I decided to record my exact method and show how anyone can use triads to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sound amazing and feel effortless. And that's how my new course, Fretboard Framework, was created. Here's what you're going to discover. Simple triad patterns that spread out over the entire fretboard so you'll know exactly where to put your fingers. Lots of guitar players seem like they're spending hours practicing boring drills and memorizing every single scale pattern. The good news is you don't have to do that because there are only 3 types of triads you ever have to learn to play the majority of popular songs and play awesome solos too. This 2-hour course is completely online and broken down into short, easy-to-digest videos where I show you exactly how to use triads to play songs and solos across the fretboard. The first few videos explain exactly what a triad is and demonstrate how the 3 main types of triads, major, minor, and diminished, allow you to play creative harmonies and melodies. They're also powerful for playing songs because you'll learn new voicings so you won't be stuck playing big, blocky chords and your guitar playing will sound more interesting. You can even use triad arpeggios in your solos to create melodic lines that don't sound like you're just playing a boring scale. I show you where the triads are across the fretboard so you'll know exactly where to put your fingers. In the last half of the course, I show you how to unlock the fretboard with the cage system and how to apply everything you learned to play over some jam tracks. This will allow you to really wire triads into your guitar playing and help you see the fretboard in a whole new way. You get lifetime access to my Fretboard Framework course so you can go at your own pace, watch the videos again and again until you're ready for more. The videos are short and easy to understand so you never get bogged down with a bunch of useless information that won't improve your guitar playing. Similar good courses cost hundreds of dollars or even $1,000 at Berklee College of Music online. Or you can do like I did and spend thousands of dollars in college learning what I'm going to show you. With all that said, this could easily sell for $1,000. After all, similar courses sell for $14.97. Of course, it won't cost you $1,000, not even $500. Not even $100. You get the complete Fretboard Framework course for just 3 payments of $27.60. Or you can save 70% if you want to make 1 payment of $69. But it gets better because when you order today, you also get 2 exclusive live sessions where you can ask me your most burning questions about the course. And you don't have to worry about making it because they'll be recorded and uploaded so you can watch them at any time in the members area. Another one of the most important skills you can develop as a guitar player is ear training. That's why I've included my Ear Training 2.0 course as a special second bonus. You'll learn the secrets of playing songs by ear and be able to listen to songs and instantly know what notes will sound great for your solos. If you were to buy this on the website a few months back, it would have cost you $99, but you get it free when you order today. And if you order in the next 15 minutes, you'll get my 3.5-hour Essential Guitar Skills course that originally sold for $99. You'll discover all all the skills you need to be a well-rounded lead guitar player. This will allow you to play freely across the entire fretboard and get really creative when it comes time to solo. With this course, you're going to overcome problems like not knowing where to start and end your solos, worrying about what scale will sound good for leads, and alternative scales you can use to improvise better solos than you ever thought possible. You won't have to worry about feeling lost or confused because your fingers will be trained to instantly find the right notes without any hesitation. So, to recap, you get my new Fretboard Framework course and all the great bonuses I just mentioned for just 3 payments of $27.60 or 1 payment of $69. And you're protected by our 30-day guarantee. Truly put it to the test for a full 30 days and see if it's right for you. If you don't think it's a good fit, no big deal. Just contact our friendly support team and they'll issue you a full refund or exchange. No questions asked, no receipt required. However, I can only offer this price and bonuses for a short time. After that, the price increases to $199 and the bonuses will not be included. So click the button below and get started today. As soon as you place your order, you'll get a receipt in your email with instructions on how to access the course. You'll also get a spot in the 2 live sessions and immediate access to the Ear Training 2.0 and Essential Guitar Scales bonus courses. If you want a simple way to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sounds amazing and looks so effortless that people can't believe how well you're playing without spending hours of your time learning confusing fretboard diagrams, then you're absolutely going to love Fretboard Framework. And it's simple to get started. You log into the course and watch the first short video, and as you build your skills, you move to the next video, always at your own pace. You can watch and repeat lessons as many times as you need. Remember, this could easily sell for $1,000, but you can have it today for 3 payments of $27.60 or 1 payment of $69. And when you order, you'll also get the 2 live sessions and immediate access to my Ear Training 2.0 and Essential Guitar Scales courses. You'll learn the secrets of playing songs by ear and all the scales you need to improvise solos over any song. The bonuses alone have a $438 value, and you get our 30-day guarantee. But remember, I can only offer this price and bonuses for a short time. After that, the price increases to $199 and the bonuses won't be included. So click the button below and